Hello, my friends, and welcome back to New Dalancia, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. After learning more about the iron shortage from Notorious, the party set out to stop bandits who had been intercepting shipments from Mekordika. Tess hatched a brilliant plan to bring the bandits out of hiding, but the friends came across a wolf den whose inhabitants had clearly been savaged. Ahara requested that the party divert from their course to investigate, and they found that the very brigands they were in search of had brutalized the wolves to sell their pelts for profit. The team was able to save one injured wolf, with whom Ahara has taken into his care. When we closed out last time, you guys had just went up to your rooms in the bar, which are totally all, or at the inn, I'm sorry, which are totally all paid for up front, because today is the day that you will be departing on your expedition. You do have some time to make some preparations and get some supplies if you need, but it occurs to you that you are needed at the Citadel as soon as possible.
That's a long rest, right? I just want to reset.
That is a long rest. Everyone reset. All your spell points returned.
Word.
Okay.
All right, so we'll are we coming downstairs to meet in the tavern beforehand?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And
I need some eats.
So as you come downstairs, the bar is actually no one's there.
I'm hungry.
And as you kind of get going and you proceed down the stairs, the air is filled with the sound of music and banter, and it all seems to be coming from outside.
Is it a parade? Are they throwing us a parade?
Well, they're probably throwing me a parade.
That makes sense, I'm sure.
Oh, it sounds like fun. We should go check it out.
Onward.
As you proceed from the bar to the town square, a wave of merry music washes over you. Wham. Oh, and also...
It's washing quite silently.
Working on it. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud.
That's good.
It's fine.
It's actually kind of loud on this end. Let me turn that down a bit. You're greeted by a mass of people milling about the square. Local merchants have set up stalls outside their establishments with their wares on display to the masses of townsfolk. Birds set atop strings of garland sing along to the music. There's a sage set up in the middle of the square. There we go. Actually be on the scene that we're on. So there's a stage set up in the middle of the square, and people are gathered around listening to a group of bards playing a hurdy-gurdy, a flute, and a tambourine and drum. Some are dancing, others gathered around are drinking and merrily tapping feet. In a grand display behind them, the local Brewers Guild has set up a vast display of kegs and is filling drinks for coin. The Adventurers Guild setup is across from them, featuring various trophies and men and women telling stories about around tables of revelers.
I'm going to grab whoever's nearest to me, townfolk person, and say, hey, what is all this?
This is a festival for Kimrim Godbury. She's coming to town today to start the expedition.
Well, I guess that's cause for merriment, then?
He's got a cup of beer in his hand, and he seems, a little tipsy.
Well, if these people are celebrating, I say that gives them an excuse to celebrate too.
Kimrim Godbury, everyone, is sort of a hero among dwarven culture. So she's known as Master Expeditioner Kimrim Godbury, and she leads all the major expeditions into Dwarven ruins, and since Dwarven culture, especially House Godbury culture, revolves around the income surrounding these expeditions and the export of their art and things that they find, she's considered a hero. Basically leads the whole, kind of, not technically the leader herself, but she's responsible for their success of House Godbury, and the Empire as a whole. So her arrival is a huge deal. It's a huge deal. And definitely if you've ever picked up a book, you've read about her exploits. She's a very old dwarf.
All right. I'm curious. I don't remember Gavin ever telling us about this Kimrim. Is it Kim as in Kim and then Rim as in Rim?
Yep, exactly how it sounds. Kimrim.
Okay. I haven't heard of this Kimrim before. Did anyone else hear this name?
I thought that's what he mentioned as far as the expedition.
Yep, the bartender had mentioned it last night.
I must have had too many.
Indeed. It was a long day, wasn't it? Ahara, as you proceed from the bar, however, your wolf companion kind of ducks behind you, whimpering, whining. Obviously not used to having this many people around, and he's got his tail tucked. Or she. Is it a he or a she?
It's a he.
He's got his tail tucked between his legs. He's very, very afraid.
I'm going to share some of my rations, dried meat, toss them to him, and kind of give him a gentle pat, see if he can at least calm down a little.
He comes over and he responds to the food, but he still seems very upset by all of the people being around. And as people move about, he's kind of eyeing them and ducking behind you to break. He never breaks eye contact with people who come near, though.
I would like to mention Cyrene is afraid too. So she probably hides, like, maybe close to Tess. Just saying.
That extra cart that we had, where exactly is it?
It's parked right outside.
I was gonna say, so, why don't we let, say, the wolf and Cyrene get into the new cart, and then maybe we can leave some of this stuff with them, since we're gonna be probably taking it along for this adventure.
Okay.
I can jump in the car.
Okay, so the wolf doesn't really want to move. I'd like you to roll an animal handling to see if you can get the wolf to follow you into the cart.
Is there a way I can assist him?
Of course you can. Which will give you a +2. Actually, what's your modifier? I'll let you add your modifier to his on your animal handling. We have a 14.
It looks like the modifier is a 6. Oh, you mean my
your animal, your modifier on your animal handling. So your animal handling will have a stat next to it that tells you what stat to add. Okay, so a +1. So we've rolled 15 on this. So this is how it goes down. You, Ahara, with several chunks of food, you lead the wolf into the back of the cart. Focusing on that food, you're able to get him to kind of calm down and lay down in the back of the cart where he can't really get eye contact with people, which makes him immediately feel quite a bit better. However, the noise is still quite clearly bothering him. Definitely going to be a good idea to get him out of this mess.
How far... Which part of the city is Govin in?
So Govin is here at the Citadel District. Actually, I can center the screen by, I think, doing that. Or is it Shift? It's Shift. So he's in the Citadel District here. Nearest exit to that is going to be here at the North Gate.
Maybe we
However,
should wait.
most the town, other than the square, is not very busy. Everyone is at the square, kind of commenced in merriment.
Commence the merriment.
Commenced is not the right word. They're busy with their merriment.
They are
yes.
in the throes of merriment.
Yes. That's good. Yeah, I like that.
They're a throng of merriment.
A thrall.
Wrong.
All right.
A flock of merriment, if you will.
Flock.
A fuckery, actually, is probably... All right. What do you guys want to do?
I'd definitely like to get out of the town square. Is it possible, I guess, to sort of back away from the square and make it around through the city somehow?
Sure. The bar is actually pretty close to the road, so you can make a pretty quick exit here. That's not going to be very difficult, especially now that you've got your companion calmed down in the back of this cart. As long as you sit there and you keep feeding him, I think he's going to be okay.
I'm going to do that. Does anyone else need anything to look around and hang out here?
I mean, the only thing that I really need is just if we need to start getting supplies, because we don't really know. I mean, if this is an expedition, this is probably going to be a long journey.
I, for one, am anxious to get to the Citadel.
I don't know what sort of supplies Goblin is going to have with him. Most of the rations and things I need are easier to get from the forest.
Indeed. And we did collect some supplies from the blacksmith as well. Or no, we didn't. No, we didn't do that.
Coin.
Yeah, you guys got coin. You haven't picked up supplies yet.
My bags are already quite full. I think I'm good.
Antarius approaches you from, he's kind of been with you. If you'd like, I can pick up whatever supplies we might need, which will give us the opening to go to the Citadel.
Yeah, I think.
I could also have my, my two fellows here run that errand for us.
I feel like I don't know what supplies Govan will have for the entire expedition, and if he's going to have anything set aside for us. I kind of want to err towards getting some food for the horses for the carriage.
It's a good idea.
As well as possibly maybe some extra supplies for ourselves as well.
Also a good idea.
Also, depending on, even though it is springtime right now, like, if we're going, like, up north and especially into a mountainous area, it's probably going to get cold.
Yes, it will. You guys are going to the Kukfokoklo Mountains, and they're to the west and north of Bunavir. It is known to get very cold up there. As well, you're going to be on the road in the wilderness for some days to get there.
I would think we'll probably need. I would want to get like a large sort of fur, over covering for like
right cloaks and stuff. I see. For the cart, you want to make like a
for the cart and actually for myself too.
Okay.
Cloaks and stuff is a minor store.
How do you guys want to handle this? Do you want to go shopping now? Do you want to send Antarius's men?
Let's send Antarius's men, I think, along with and just have them foot us the bill, I guess. And let's go to Kimrim Godbury, see if there's anything else need to be done.
Sure, friend. What's your what kind of a budget are we looking at? Antarius asks.
For myself, probably no more than like 40, 50 coin, gold coin.
I'm not sure of much I'll need outside of some warmer clothes.
And can you write what you want, I guess, in your order? Just like type it in chat.
Hang on a sec.
If everybody could do that and kind of put down like how much gold you're going to hand to, or how much gold you're going to hand to Antarius for everything. And this goes for everybody. Misku, Cyrene, if you guys need supplies, just jot it down. If you need anything from the shop.
Cyrene is fine.
Okay. Yeah, and always expect that you can always, like salvage supplies or go scavenge. Cool. Cool. Let me copy that in my notes. Feed for the horses. That's good.
If there's a magic ring that someone might have, I'm willing to pay up to 140 gold. Otherwise, just some furs.
Okay. Anybody else? Supplies, orders?
One second.
Remember, tools are included with this, so if you need to order any tools.
Should these are wooden carts, right?
Yes.
We should maybe consider some wood crafting in case like we need to repair wheels and stuff then.
That's a very good point.
Because we'll definitely have plenty of wood around, especially from the forest, but we will need to shape it. And we will need to like...
Do you want me to add that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I doubt I would have the ability to fix a broken cart unless I had like an actual wheel or something, maybe.
I mean, I figured they probably got people along who can perform the duty, but...
More than likely. It's gonna be a very large expedition. Expect a few carts going with you guys as well. Anything you want? Okay. All right. So with those orders in play, oh yeah, I need to add to Ian Fear. You wanted like wood and.
Well, not wood per se, just wood crafting tools.
Okay. So you hand the supplies order over to Garvin, and takes them from you, and he gives a slight bow, and he and Gianna go off into the center of town to complete the order. Are you guys proceeding to the Citadel from here?
I believe so.
As soon as you...
At least, yeah, because I was going to say that's what Val Failing said, anyway.
As soon as you get... as soon as you clear the town square, the noise kind of dies down and is drowned out by, the buildings. You can still hear it echoing off in the distance. I should probably just make it soft. That would be probably better. Let me grab that. Just make it nice and soft. Okay. So you guys pull up in front of the Citadel. At this point, Ahara, your companion seems pretty calm. All of the noise and the bustle is is gone. He's still a little on edge, you can tell, but he's going to be okay. As
I'll
you
let him know how good of a boy he is with pets.
he brings his tail out from underneath his legs and his tail's wagging. As you proceed into the Citadel, the cheerful atmosphere is overcome by somberness. Some serious-looking guards stand in a huddle with Kimrim Godbury, who, upon seeing you lot, immediately stops mid-sentence to address you. Where are you? There you are. Meow. Adventurers, an ill fate has befallen our expedition leader last night on her journey here from Kukfukoklo to the west. It seems the brigands have taken her and House Drac liaison she was traveling with. They released their driver, wounded, who returned bearing this letter. You take a moment to read the letter. Godbury paces.
Hmm.
The blacksmith, Darksail, has already started working the iron you brought back, so we don't have all of it. And we've been living with this iron shortage for months, so we don't have enough iron to fill 2 whole carts. Look, you lot have proven yourselves resourceful and dependable in the past. I beg you, please help us find and rescue Kimrim Godbury and Smethic Drac.
Do we know, or did the driver tell us approximately where they were when they were ambushed?
They would have been coming in from the North Road.
We could try and trap them. It's not. I'm not sure.
I mean,
if we can do it.
so when we first saw the cart, when it was filled with the irons, like, was it like overflowing over the top of the cart, or was it only like say you had to look into the cart and you could see the boxes?
No, you could see the crates from the top, from outside the cart.
Because I kind of want to do sort of the plan we had last time. Well, I mean, where we had the wagon covered.
Exactly. We have 2 carts. We can do this. We have 2 carts. We just pretend we have 2 carts full of iron.
And then, I mean, like, all we need is sort of a table or something we can put so that way it doesn't look as though there's people hiding underneath or whatever. It just looks like we're delivering the goods, and then we can potentially surprise them with people underneath. Although I can't imagine we can fit more than like maybe 2 or 3 per cart.
We also have, really stealthy members of our group who can probably hide away and make sure that everything is going according to plan, just to make sure.
It's possible.
Definitely. I would definitely want them to want whoever the drivers are to stay and let the carts hang out until we're clear there's an exchange being made.
Okay. So are we going with the with the plan that with Tessa's plan, where we're going to have people in the back of the carts underneath the, I guess, tables?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the best way that we have to hide weapons, because if they see the weapons when we're on the road, then they're going to get suspicious.
I'm guessing we would need drivers who are either not us or someone else, but they'd have to be unarmed.
I mean, I don't need my crossbow in order to defend myself if needed, so I could be one of the drivers.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
I
good
don't have
idea.
to have a weapon either, because I have my cantrips available for me.
Hmm.
I would just need one of you, if you, who are surprise attackers, to possibly hold my crossbow for me.
Bandits may have a problem with a tiefling.
I can put my hood up. I'm used to hiding my horns.
I am not opposed. Is that the plan then?
Seems sensible.
Godbury says, I can get the tables, men, and gestures to a group of soldiers who nod and then proceed away.
So if we're gonna have people under the tables, I mean, like I said, we could only probably fit like 2 or 3 in each cart. So,
There should be enough room. There should be enough
well, I
room.
mean, that's why I was trying to figure. So who's going to be underneath for the surprise ambush, as opposed to the planned ambush?
So we have, we have Ahara, or who's driving? Ian Fear and Tess are driving.
Yeah.
So they're going to be disguised, and then I guess everyone else is going to hide underneath the tables, or is that how you guys wanted to roll?
I imagine so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could probably, if we're in a road, I could probably hang back in the trees and keep an eye out.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be. You'll definitely need to be very stealthy then, because I mean they've already made it clear they only want one driver on each cart.
Feel like I can be stealthy.
In the forest? Yeah. You stick to the trees, sure.
And then, I mean, my range is, it's like 150 feet, at least for non-advantaged.
You could fire from the treetops, higher ground advantage.
Yeah. Guess I'm saying I could stay away far enough but still have a line of sight.
Yeah, it's always best for us to have a lookout just in case things go wrong.
It isn't long before the soldiers return with several large tables. In fact, the boardwork on the tables actually is very crate-like, so you may be able to convince. It strikes you that you may be able to convince any people who might be checking that what you have is actually crates of iron.
So, all right. So, who exactly is going to be? So it's me and Tess driving, Ahara in the trees. I'm guessing Misku, Valphalin. We can count on your sword,
Of course.
and possibly Antarius, and maybe we might see if he can spare a guard or two.
Cyrene, do you want to stay with me just in case we need the extra backup?
Yes.
So I have a question. These are the same bandits I sent my criminal contact out for at the beginning of the last session, right?
Nope. Not the same bandits.
Okay.
So your criminal contacts in cities are much lower scale. They do not run with groups like that. They tend to work alone, that sort of thing. They pull off heists like kind of solo.
Right. That's why we send my criminal contact out to get information from elsewhere.
Ah, yes. Okay. So you were collecting information. I took a note on this, didn't I?
On the bandits who see if he could get information on what kind of bandits were doing these crimes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you know what? Your contact should be returning today.
Yeah.
In fact, they may be back in town already. You should check. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
I'm assuming, firstly, that you had proposed a meeting place. We're going to call it this alley back here. Or maybe one of these alleys over here. So you do proceed there and find your criminal contact awaiting. What information specifically did you want to find out about them? Just general?
Yeah.
So the bandit leader, what's his name? Hold on, I have it right here. Was it? Oh my gosh. Did I get rid of that? Yeah, I guess I did. Where is the... Logan. Last name is... One moment. Logan... Where the hell did I put that? I didn't upload it. No, I didn't upload it. Well, shoot. I can't believe I deleted that. That's crazy. Logan... I really don't have that. Okay.
You possibly should have just put this letter for Logan in Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. Logan Deep Middens. That's his name. I just generated that right now. Deep Middens is his last name. So he's been hired. He's been hired for this job by someone named D, who is apparently has connections to other very similar dealings, but they aren't related to any guild. And this guy seems to be operating on his own. He doesn't seem to have any ties anywhere necessarily that they can dig up.
Yeah, this D has been popping up, especially around these actions to Staskar, Bunavar.
This D has been popping up, huh?
Yep.
I should have thought about that.
He's been
I'm coming for the D.
Yep.
I'm coming for you, D. I'm gonna get that D.
Would this be
We
the
really
high
want
or
that?
the low?
I'll tell you what, Misku, do you have any other questions about these brigands?
I had one information on where they meet, or where they're like.
I would say approximately how many, so we know how many we're expecting.
They have a so you're not there. This is
I know.
straight Misku by himself. But yeah, deliberate, please. Is that something you want to ask?
Yeah, I want to ask if they have because we don't know where exactly they're based out of, a hideout or anything, right?
They're known to have a base near Bunavar, though the location isn't known.
And I guess how many of them there?
In his employ, I think he's got, I don't know, 6, 7 maybe. Running an operation like that, you'd need a few people. At least 6 or 7.
And again, I guess then I would just ask if there's anything of note, like anything that sticks out that's different about them or like worth noting.
He's stupid, or he seems to be stupid. He to get just a little tiny bit of iron. Well, I mean it's a lot of iron, but value-wise, there's not a lot going on here. Obviously, he's pretty desperate at this point. Though the reason really isn't clear why. Like, it just seems like that's not a whole lot of coin to be, kidnapping Kimrim fucking Godbury, who's a very important political figure and cultural figure. And then to hold her and a member of House Drac hostage, that just seems like the payout isn't there. For some iron? No. There must be more at stake here.
Well, I mean, I'll pose this question later after he's done with his contact.
Okay, I think that's all Misku needs out of that.
You part ways and return to the Citadel Gate, where the rest of the party is now waiting. You guys have now set up these carts with tables in the back, and you have all of your weapons underneath. You were able to get it surprisingly looking like a set of crates with the help of the guards and Govin and Troop. Welcome back.
So you found out any information then?
Something's off. I don't trust it.
What seems off?
Based on what my contact's saying, this seems like a big step and above for just some measly iron, and that a lot of people in the seedy underbelly are all kind of raising an eyebrow to it.
I don't know where I could check. I kind of want to see if there's anything, any sort of connection between iron and sort of what's been going on with like summoning these demons. If there's a knowledge I draw upon.
It's doubtful you would be able to get that kind of information, Misku, because that is less criminal in nature and more that is something completely different. Like, this is less than that sort of thing.
Sorry, what?
I guess that the information that you'd be able to glean from a criminal contact would be I don't think you'd be able to get information on that sort of thing that he's talking about, like the summoning and that kind of connection.
That.
No. I mean, if I would know anything about this.
Oh, if you would know anything about
all I've shared is that, based from like a monetary standpoint, this seems like above and beyond for like just some dumb criminals.
And I just want to
see the conversation we had earlier.
Yeah, I wanted to see if it's possible that I can sort of glean any information that I might know about what uses iron might be for like any sort of these rituals.
Iron in specific, not nothing. There isn't a connection there.
Yeah, it does seem odd then. Like, if there's a low monetary value and there's not really any use for any of the situations we've had popping up.
However, the fact that Misku, the fact that this D character is running operations like this out of several cities, that's a lot of iron.
Where's all the iron going? Is someone building an army?
Either that or, I mean, it has to either be forged somewhere, or it has to be like like it makes no sense for there unless like there's a place that's jacking up all the prices and trying to make a monopoly on it.
But it's all a shortage. Either someone's stockpiling it for later, or they're building something somewhere else.
And Misku, as far as your criminal contact has indicated, that iron is simply vanishing. It's not going anywhere.
This may be a bigger problem for us to think about later down the road. I think for now, though, we should still let's focus on getting ready and trying to rescue.
Kimrim.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You guys are able to fit all present party, including Antarius, underneath the tables. However, the guards are not able to kind of fit under there. And you don't really know what you'd do with them otherwise. They've got armor on, they're kind of loud. They would probably blow your cover.
I mean, it was worth the shot to maybe have like an extra hand or two just in case.
Well, you've got Antarius as well.
When we're going out for a Kimrim job, we don't want to blow early.
Do you guys wish to depart?
Yes, I think we should be on our way as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm ready.
As you cross through the north gate, the morning sun cuts through the clouds and mirrors brightly off the dewdrops on the grass and the cobble path beneath you. Further ahead, the path tapers to a gentler dirt and flower field spread into a wall of deciduous, dense forest. The wagon rocks and bumps as the cobblestone path ends, and the shade brings a welcome chill northern breeze as the sun is obscured by clouds and then by trees. The bustle of the city is replaced by the soft songs of birds and the rustle of leaves. Moment. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So it's getting a little hot underneath the tables there. But you are able to keep your wolf in line with, kind of by feeding it. It's very prone to taking food from you and calming down, you've noticed. As you continue on, the bird songs are slowly drowned out by rushing water as the road rounds west along a short cliffside as the Hatfidge River runs parallel below. Ahead, out from behind a rock, steps a robed figure brandishing a crossbow. You're surrounded. A second figure steps out behind you. Don't move. Put these on. We'll lead your wagons to the camp. He tosses you, Tess, and you, Ianfear, a blindfold. Ahara, you're well hidden in the trees, but you don't immediately see anyone else nearby. If they do have other men, they must be well hidden.
Either that, or it's a very nice bluff to bring us to their camp with a whole bunch of men. Either way, though, I think we should follow through until we can find Kimrim.
Do you guys put on the blindfolds?
Yeah. Without taking off her hood, Tessa's going to tie the blindfold around her hood and act fearful while she does it. She's gonna tremble and be like, "Oh no!"
I think. Yeah, I'll think. So what I'm gonna do is I'll tie it. I'm gonna try to keep it so that way it looks secure, but try to keep it so that way it's like a knot that I can just one tug and it comes off.
I'd like the Tessa, you're trying to do this without exposing the fact that you have horns hidden under your hood. I'd like you to roll a dexterity check.
A check?
Yes, a check on your dexterity. For Tess, we're going to call this a DC 10, and for Ian Fear, we're going to call this a DC 15, for you to leave enough room for you to see through without being noticed. So 15, that's a pass. You, they don't mention anything. However, the brigand kind of looks up at you and he says, "Girlie, your skin looked funny."
I was burned in a fire many years ago.
Oh. He grabs the... well, you hear him kind of grab for the horse, and the carts start to move. In Fear, you can see that they have taken these horses by the reins, and they're kind of leading them off the road. Ahara, do you have anything you want to do at this point?
I'm gonna stick, maybe within 90 feet or so, but still hang back to stay out of sight. But I mean, we can't really do anything till we know where they're going. I'm gonna try and look around and see if I can see anything else in the trees moving or something that might indicate more people.
Doesn't seem to be anything. Can you go ahead and roll a stealth check, please? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're hidden. So let me get some prepare some things. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of trying to drop you guys where it's a here. Oh, right, and all right. So after a time, they wheel these carts up to a very small camp in front of a pond. Ahara, you track them the entire way. You know exactly where this place is now.
Excellent.
It's actually not very far outside town. Kind of alarmingly close, as a matter of fact. It strikes that you don't. You're not really sure how they've kept this operation going for so long. So as you pull up there, the two men who were leading the cart join the rest of these men, and a very distinct looking... is he a dwarf? I think he's a dwarf. Did I? No, I don't think I've got a picture for him. No, I didn't. A kind of distinguished looking dwarf.
Well, I mean, I don't know how distinguished yet, just because we still should have our blindfold.
You can see.
Oh, okay.
Remember? So you can kind of see outside of your blindfold. And he orders, "Okay. Step down off the cart."
I'm gonna kind of make a show of like feeling around the sort of like the cart in order to slowly like get down from the cart.
I'll let you roll a performance check, or if you can think of a different ability that has a higher score that you, or a higher attribute that you'd like to try.
Let's see.
Just run it by me. Tess, same goes for you. If you want to kind of do this whole... I mean, you technically can't see, so you don't have to act. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm just kind of feeling around trying to actually get off of the cart without falling on my ass.
This would either be performance or deception, but either way, they both have the same.
Yeah, either way. Go ahead and roll it. Music a little too calming for this situation.
Yeah.
Did you,
Yeah, the roll.
Oh, I just saw it. I'm sorry. Performance 23. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's totally convinced that you cannot see him.
That should put me like right here then.
Yeah. Go ahead and step down off the cart.
Actually, yeah, like right here.
Okay. Does anyone have any actions they want to take at this point?
I mean, so what would I say? Do the guys all look like all their weapons are up and sort of trained?
Yes.
Do I see any with like crossbows or like long range weapons, or are they all? Do I just see like?
Whoop. Okay. One moment. Oh yeah. Several of them have, or actually all of them, seem to have have light crossbows. The captain, however, does not seem to have any ranged weapons, not crossbows and not bows or anything like that.
All right.
He has a scimitar strapped to his side, and he's got a dagger strapped to his other.
I think. So what I'm thinking I may do. Is make a show of going to sort of this backside of this cart, and then I'm thinking what I may do is using my meta magic subtle spell to cast a crown of thorn on this guy here and sort of force him to attack the captain.
Nice.
Can you link your crown of thorns, please?
Or sorry, crown of madness.
Crown of madness. Okay. So it needs to roll wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. But so first, I mean, I'm going to like slowly move around over here and then using the meta magic, I spend a sorcery point in order to make this basically not have any verbal components.
As you're starting to move that direction, the bandit leader approaches and he says, "Stop! What are you doing?"
I'm assuming you want us to leave the carts, as what you told us in the notes.
Come back over here.
Okay. feeling like, and I mean, this is all a show of sort of like feeling around the cart to sort of walk around.
Okay. And then... So at this point... Well, I mean, you were already going to go ahead and cast that spell. He's got his blade trained on you, but that doesn't mean he can't cast. Go ahead and roll a nit. Or actually, you know what? I'll roll a nit for everybody. In just a moment. Let me take care of that.
Well, I mean, all right.
Oh, my. Okay. Okay. All right. I am rolling a nit. And it is numerically descending. Awesome. Wow. So the very first thing that happens is the captain, the bandit captain, Logan, gestures to the men behind him. He says, "Go on, check the cart." They start to kind of move around the back of the cart.
Should I be in the turn order?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry, man.
No worries.
You were covered up by the... So let me That is... Whoops. That should have been descending. There we go. They're moving. The only they'll be able... Ahara?
I'm gonna hold my action. I think I'm gonna wait until Ian Fear moves or something more interesting happens.
Anyone who is in the cart currently, as well as you, Tess, you can hear them start to meddle with the back of the cart. And Tess, it is your turn.
Is this area brush that I can actually walk through, or is it not possible?
You can walk through it, yes.
Okay, so since everyone's distracted, Tess is going to lift up her blindfolded peek real quick in the general direction of where everything is. And then she's going to stumble through the brush right here and act like she can't see anything.
Performance check.
There?
Ooh. So as you kind of stumble around, you hear the bandit captain, and he just says, "Hey, what are you up to?"
Okay, and then since I have moved, do I still get an action?
You do.
Okay, so off in this earthly direction, I'd like to use thaumaturgy to start creating the sound of whispers from the bushes behind these soldiers.
Can you link your thaumaturgy?
Somehow.
I think you just.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Good old racial trait.
Cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. Oh, cool.
So it's going to be like an intense sound of like whispers coming from the direction behind this guy. Almost like, there are other people in the bushes behind these guys here.
Immediately, all of the bandits, except for the captain, turn to look in that direction. They are all distracted.
Nice.
The captain keeps his eyes trained upon you. Completely leaving behind Mr. Ian Fear.
Yeah.
He approaches you and he kind of looks you up and down. What are you up to, girly?
Tess keeps her arms raised in the air and she smiles and she's like, nothing, I'm trying to feel my way through.
Take off your blindfold.
And Tess does so.
Your skin looks funny.
As mentioned, I actually survived a fire long ago.
Why don't you pull that hood off your head?
Why do I have to?
Because I'm the one with the weapons. How about that? Now, why don't you pull that hood off your head before I pull it off your head for you?
Why don't you make me?
Oh, here we go.
So he walks over and he grabs your hood. I'll allow you a reaction to this. He's got his scimitar pulled out. You're going to just let him?
What kind of reaction? Like, can I just do anything?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I guess Toll of the Dead is one of my cantrips I have available. If I have an action.
We're going to call this a reaction. So you can... So kind of things you could do, you could grab his arm, you could,
Okay, I can grab his arm and try to grapple him.
Okay. Or if you have any spells that can be cast as like a reaction or a bonus action, you can also cast one of them. Is that Toll of the Dead? Is it a bonus action?
That would have been my action. Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
It actually mentions on there like how thaumaturgy says you can cast it as a one action. It would also say if you can cast it as a bonus action, like some of the abilities we have.
Yeah, so if it's a bonus action or a reaction in specific, you can cast anything like that.
Type speed.
Right? Otherwise, I'll let you like grab his arm or like, you can initiate a grapple.
Actually, that might help if you initiate the grapple with him, and then that guy who's
I don't have anything that specifically says bonus action, so
Okay.
I'm just going to try and grapple him.
Okay, so you're going to roll a strength check, and he is going to roll an opposing strength check.
Let me use my inspiration to reroll that.
Nice.
I have inspiration. Oh my god. Now would be a good time for some backup.
So he grabs your wrist, and he's got a hold of it real good. Misku, you're up. You start to hear this scuffling sound between him and Tess. Tess, do you cry out?
I mean, yeah, this shit hurts.
Okay, so you hear her cry out at this point.
Let's see. And I'm able to move like past the cart, right? I don't have to go out the back and to the side.
Wait, repeat that?
Like if for his movement.
Yeah, like I can just move. I don't have to like exit the cart and then go around.
Yeah, you can just jump out of the cart any direction.
Cool. It's gonna be bonk time.
So, Misku bursts from the rear of this cart, tossing off one of the tables over the side. The other bandits, still distracted by the voices that they've heard behind them, don't seem to react to it in any way. Let's see. Okay, you're initiating your rage.
Yes. And frenzy.
See, he comes out with some kind of like war cry. Spoon! Right?
It's a good war friend.
Give me a sec. I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. You rush over. Melee weapon attack is a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. Cool. Awesome. So, how far was the run up to him?
25.
25? You can still take an action. Or actually, no. No, you can't, because kicking off the table would have counted as an action. Which you don't. I don't need you to roll a strength check for that either, because I mean it's fucking table, and you're a fucking barbarian. So let's move on. Antarius follow.
Smashed him in the head with the table.
Yeah, Antarius following suit.
I'll take my action also when it's time. I'm ready now.
Okay.
So
We're going to. Yeah, you can go ahead and take your action right after Antarius. So Antarius actually tries to kick his table off in the direction of this dude here. So he actually is going, because he's a kind of smaller human, actually going to have him roll for that. Just the weight, you know, the proportion of the weight and all of that stuff. Rolls a 10. Actually, what was the actual roll? 13. Oh, yeah. So he kind of shoves this table over, and it kind of topples on top of... it kind of topples on top of the dwarf, who falls down to the ground prone. And I'm just going to put like a net over him. Okay, so just before your turn, Cyrene, Ahara, take your turn.
alright. I'm going to where's my do I have a line of sight here? I attack this guy.
You have line of sight. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on him.
Hold up. No, I need... Hold on. I need to move this. Really, dude. Okay. Put front. Back. Hunter's Mark. It happens.
I'm going to shoot him.
A good plan. A good strategy. Oh yeah, that's a hit. Music's very epic. And that is 3 plus 8 is 11? 11.
And you're in school for math.
Correct. He drops immediately. Like the bolt or the arrow just sinks through his skull and into his neck, and like he just falls down dead.
Oh man.
Which went down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cyrene, you're up.
All right. So, since there's this guy,
He's
right
dead.
here, right?
He's dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the one that's dead. Okay.
Yes.
So this guy's still alive, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that one's gonna get my magic missiles, all of them. All of them on this guy.
All of them on that guy.
12.
Yeah, 5 plus 4 plus 3 is 12. Double checking. Oh, yeah. So these magic missiles just pelt him. And he seems to shoulder it very well. He's still up. Valphalin also kicks his table over. The bandit captain. Grab him real quick. What? Okay, and he is going to up next to Yfronto. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. If I move over the person in the turn order, it actually highlights around the figure.
Let me see here. That might be a good one too. So he approaches from behind him, and he's going to use a maneuver here. So he actually draws his lance.
Wait, so he gonna get an attack after he jumps onto the cart?
Oh yeah, that's right. He had to kick the table over. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get an attack.
But he can draw his lance out.
Yeah, he does draw his lance though. So, moving on. Yfronto, you're up.
Give me a minute.
Wait, we didn't get Cyrene's turn, did we?
Yeah, she used the magic missiles.
Oh, right.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna pull off the blindfold,
It's fine.
and so, I mean, I'm not gonna get the guy to attacking the bandit captain now, but instead, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a sorcery point to non-verbally cast the Crown of Madness on this guy.
Okay.
And then he has to make a wisdom saving throw. And this is a level 2 spell.
What's the DC on it?
13.
Okay. Madness.
Also,
What is the D20 for? I forget.
Wild Magic Surge.
Oh, right. Wild Magic Surge. Now you roll 13. What is your
So
current Wild Magic Surge based on that?
It's 8.
8. Okay. So yeah, you pass. The spell goes off. This guy's totally muddled. What kind of
He's got
icon?
a crown of thorns. So he has a crown of thorns that sort of appear on his head, and he's going to have to attack basically any person within 5 foot range that I deem a target.
Okay.
And then at the end of his turn, that's the only things I can do as far as my spells and actions. And since it's a concentration for up to a minute, I'm just going to stick where I am. And this is sort of like me doing like a subtle gesture with my hand, non-verbally, making this crown appear on him.
Just realized that Val is missing hit points. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so he is now muddled. Ahara, this is your following turn.
I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike on this far guy here.
Can you link it? Ooh.
Hold on. That's not it. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Ah, perfect. Concentration up to 1 minute. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw. Go ahead and make your attack. That is a hit. You don't have to roll very high to hit.
It's because of all the archery bonus plus dex plus the +1 longbow. Like, it's saving.
However, he is able to break through your vines.
Son of a bitch. Can I use inspiration to make him reroll?
No. No, you can't. I had to think about
It's
that one.
Wait, but you did still hit him, though, right?
Oh, yeah, you did still hit him, so go ahead and roll your damage. He drops.
Yeah, he drops, but with his last gasping breath, he breaks through the vines that were trying to wrap around him.
Let's see. So, one bandit attacks another with his scimitar. That is a hit. And significantly wounds his friend, who flips around. What are you doing? And what's that on your head? The other one next to him, okay, nothing. They all start to move in. Lag.
Oh, was that the roll for that bandit then?
No, actually was the roll for that bandit. That was.
Okay, then yeah, he breaks the trap.
Breaks it.
But you could also have moved him as normal, because he can move after that attack. It's just that at the very beginning of his turn, he had a frenzy sort of attack.
He doesn't, however, because he's still very concerned with the voices that he heard very close to him.
Yeah.
One bandit takes a swing at Valphalin. Misses. At you, Ian Fear. That's a hit. 3 damage. Got another one.
It's
And another.
misses.
Miss. Second damage.
Okay, so that's 9 damage total.
Yes. You got it? Here, let me remove it. Got it. Tess, you're up.
Okay, so in the struggle, I don't have my blindfold on anymore, and I can see this guy here. Does he still have a hold of me?
He does. You can fight back with him using a strength check, or if you have some other action that you're able to take while restrained.
How can I tell?
Any action, any spell that does not have a somatic component, that does not have the S, you can cast without having to move your hands.
Having to move my hands. Okay.
Or just move in general. Otherwise, if you'd like, if you can make another opposing strength check with him and see if you can take him down.
Can I use thaumaturgy to make the ground shake?
Oh yeah. Wait, let me see your thaumaturgy. Oh yes, you can.
So I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to kind of make the ground underneath me and him shake, just to see if I can distract him a bit.
You mutter a magical phrase.
Break up his grip a little bit.
Yeah.
Or a praise to your god, rather. And the ground starts to shake. Let me...
Her eyes are like glowing. Like they're glowing white. They look scary.
So he immediately lets go of you, and he tries to catch his balance and keep us cool. You've broken free.
Awesome. I'm free.
The bandit captain staggers. Let's see if he keeps his footing. He doesn't. He falls flat.
Ooh. That puts him prone.
Yeah, let's do that one. That's fine. Let me see this thaumaturgy again. Yep, that's fine.
Oh, wow. She can have up to 3 of its 1 minute's effects active at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can have those those voices are still heard over there. Plus,
they're still going. Those whispers off in the bushes are still going, and now the ground's shaking.
Yeah, that's why he's still over here trying to figure out what's going on. Now the ground just beneath, or at least the ground as he perceives it to be shaking.
maybe it's the hoofbeat of horses.
Misku, you're up.
So if he's prone, am I swing with advantage on this?
Yes.
Double bonk.
It's a crit fail.
Wow.
Alright, I'm uninstalling.
That's a miss.
Unless what's his name allows him to.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is an advantage roll. Because this is... Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. So let me see how this works.
Isn't one one-handed and one two-handed?
Let me see. So rolling 1d20. 2. No. An attack is an attack.
The advantage?
Yeah, an attack is an
was...
attack.
Right.
With it. So, okay. Did you... Whoa. Did you roll?
Both rolls were critical ones.
Wow. Is that really what's going on here?
What?
Can you roll without advantage on your attack real quick? Do you have an option for that, or does it always roll with advantage? Yeah, wow. His roll had both attack rolls as crit fails. That's a miss. However, you do get the bonus attack.
Right, which is the one in the middle.
Which is the one that did hit. So go ahead and roll your damage on that.
Wow. So maybe he tried to smack him down on the first one. The guy was pulled out of the way, but he regained sort of his aim and then hit him the second time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wow, with those here we go again with the rolls where the one-handed is actually outrolling the two-handed strike. I'm gonna let you make that one-handed strike.
Is the two-handed strike.
Yeah. Wait. No, the right hand is the two-handed strike. Left hand says rolling 1d8 plus 2, and the right one says rolling 1d10 plus 2.
Yeah,
then-
you got a 4 on the D8 and a 3 on the D10.
Yeah.
Why is it flipped this time? It was the other way last time.
No, it's been that way.
It just means that you rolled higher on the D8 than you did on the D10.
7.
I really wish you would do it this way. I really should let me pick so I can't see both. It's obnoxious.
I mean, we can set up a separate attack for it if it would make you feel better.
It's fine.
Okay. Antarius, who is still over here with dude guy, jump the out of. Let's put it in. Perfect. And let me open up his sheet. So he uses his channel divinity, Nature's Wrath. And let me link it. So vines spring up from the ground and grab at this prone dwarf. Let's see.
So it's got to make a saving dexterity or strength. Would it be a disadvantage?
He's taking strength because he is prone, and he won't have to roll it with disadvantage. However, he does fail it, and he is now both prone and he's webbed to the floor. Cyrene, you're still
Alright,
under
so
cover, by the way.
Okay, so Cyrene is actually going to move a little bit forward here.
So she comes out from underneath the table.
Yes, and then she's going to attack this guy with acid splash.
Very well. Remember, you
Jumps
have
out like, bleh.
you can hit up to 2 targets within 5 feet of each other.
Just
Both
please
of
don't hit
these
me.
guys then.
Yeah,
Go ahead
just
and-
please don't hit me.
Yeah, like in front of you. Bleh.
Go ahead and throw off one more acid splash. I think it's.
Okay.
Is it still 6 or is it a roll kind of situation?
I think-
Don't know.
Where are your spells? Ah, here it is.
They
Yeah,
make the
it-
DC save.
It is a roll. Dexterity saving throw. Okay. So for one, fail, and for the other,
Critical fail. Just makes it.
okay. One takes. Let's see. Can you go ahead and roll your second acid splash, please?
Yes.
So the first one, crit failed, so that's the -6. He's bloodied. The second, I'm assuming this one.
Sorry. I was trying to click it, but it wasn't.
Let me try.
Yeah.
There
Did
we
that
go.
work? No, that didn't work.
Well, I mean, instead of the roll. So if the target is 2 creatures, she can see within range.
Yeah, it is 2 creatures she can see within range.
I think
Is that
so.
not-
Since it is 2 creatures, if the other one makes the save, then it just doesn't receive damage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. That's a good point. We're trying to roll damage to somebody who already broke the thing anyway. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, one got splashed with the acid, and
The other one
it
dodged.
just took the abort. Yeah.
Where did I put Valphalins? There we go.
Right next to the. Like I said, if you go into turn order and you actually highlight that guy, it actually highlights where the figure is.
Forgot to roll with advantage, so there's my advantage roll. Either way, that's a hit. And we are taking... well, let me roll damage on that. 7. So we are... Okay, I think I only have 1. I'm going to expend a superiority die. Okay. Come on. Oh wait, why did I roll that? Okay. That was the wrong weapon, actually. I'm sorry. And again, this is a... Okay, so he does hit. Here's the actual damage. It's 7.
11
Or it's
versus-
11, yeah, so it's plus minus 3. There we go. I'm gonna assist... I'm gonna... Oop. That's what I'm gonna use. So I need superiority die plus my charisma modifier on Tess. Or actually on Ian Fear. I'm calling it Ian Fear.
Yeah, because I would have cried out in pain from the slice.
You gain 4 plus Constitution 2. 4 plus 2 bonus hit points to your maximum.
Okay.
So
that's-
temporary hit points add 6.
Right.
For my
Wait, hang
action...
on. Sorry, that's...
No problem. While you're doing that, though, for my action surge, I am going to use... I'm actually going to make another 2-handed... Oh, that's Antares. Where did Val go? I'm going to make another attack with my lance. Is that a hit? That is a hit. He is bloodied, but still down. Ian Fear, you're up.
All right. Let's see here. I am going to. Okay, so this one was splashed with acid. Which one was the one that was hit by his friend?
Ahara, I am so sorry, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the time. It is close.
Well, that and your wolf is here.
Oh, right.
Maybe he came up behind you. He was trailing a ways. Took him a little while to get here. You have that as well. You have that wolf that can take an action.
Pets move on my turn, just FYI.
Okay.
Unless you want to do it other way, obviously.
Okay. No, we can have him move on your turn. That's fine.
So I was just trying to figure out which one was the one that was hit by this guy.
That would be this one here. Seems
All right, so
seems
since he
injured.
was hit
Oh
by
no,
the-
I'm sorry. That's. But he also is some.
All right, this one that has the acid splash on him, I'm gonna use my chaos bolt on him.
Okay.
Let me see if I can just. Does it? And
Is that an attack roll?
that is, it is an attack roll because it is an attack spell.
Okay. Then
And
that
this is at level 1.
most definitely hits.
Well, I mean, hang on. Unless you want me to roll my wild magic surge again.
Oh yeah, you definitely should do that. And that's a
Okay.
wild magic surge. Let me pull up the wild magic table and go ahead and roll your D100.
Okay, that should be like.
Rolling D100, you rolled a 73 on your D100. What fuckery are we gonna get up to today? Oh god. Oh god. Okay. From left to right. Hold on. First I need to know. Snapping to center. 60 feet. Oh my god. That's all the way to the side of the map. So for all characters, Ahara, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Go ahead and roll a 13. 13. How can I divide this up nicely?
Did
Can
it say
you?
it was one creature within that range?
Yes.
A random
Yep.
creature.
Roll 1d13. Is that really not something I can do? Yeah, okay, here we go. Rolling 1d13. We rolled an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cyrene. No, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Val Phelan.
Oh no!
Roll 1d4.
Oh, he's poisoned for an hour.
For 1 hour.
I hope you didn't like the lunch, because I hope you didn't like lunch going up, because you're really not gonna like it coming down.
He immediately lurches over and just spills his guts. Bleh. And like some like fire comes out too.
I'm gonna let me see. It's 10.
He looks up at you and he says, "Why?"
Sorry, man, I can't control it. And I'm just gonna try to move around over
Ahara,
here.
you're up.
All right. If the wolf is willing, I'm gonna kind of try and gesture him to take a shot at this guy in the back.
Control as well, right? Can you move him?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, one moment. Working on that. Ahara. There you go. He should be in your journal now, and you should have control.
There we go. Okay.
Go ahead and roll. You should be able to bring up his character sheet by shift double-clicking on him. Attack 12. That is a hit.
It must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Strength save. He is knocked prone.
And he takes 10 damage.
He is bloodied. So first thing he does is he uses his turn to get back up. That's all he can do. Bandit Captain is not gone yet. So let's see. We have a strike coming in on. So and take a you.
Oh, what the hell? Why did my screen go all black?
That's a 3. That's a miss. Whoa.
Yeah, my
Whoa.
screen just went all black.
She hit
scrolling up and down.
No, his character's gone. Look, I'm dragging him back in. That's weird.
That's
Well,
weird.
man.
Okay.
Wild magic.
You were sucked into the abyss.
I'm right here down at the bottom by Tess, or at least.
Ian Fear, you've got more incoming.
Of course.
I'm just rolling all their attacks at once. So what do we have?
2 of them hit.
2 of them hit. Ooh.
So that takes out that. And that takes out, so 8.
Ian Fear is bloodied. Tess, you're up. Ahara, if you need to
That's
duck
weird.
out, just let me
So
know.
I have 2 tokens on the board.
What? Oh,
So
Wild
Moved.
magic.
yeah, I think I know what happened then, because I tried to move it over here by Tess after the spell, for my actual like movement action, and then something happened and I just disappeared.
oh. Wait, you were moving? You weren't standing right there the whole time?
No, I had went to move over behind Tess and then I disappeared.
Crap. I didn't know you tried to move. Shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Because even if I had tried to move afterwards, that would have provoked an
Attack of opportunity.
opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be kind of groaning a bit. A little help here, guys.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Ian Fear. The best I can do until I can get up within touching range.
So you produce a small parchment you produce a small bit of parchment with a bit of holy text written on it. You say some magic phrase and you wave your hands about, or you wave your other hand about.
Ooh, this is gonna be. Yeah. So while it does give me the +2 bonus to my armor class, she's got to be concentrating for 10 minutes.
You can't get hit for 10 minutes. You can still attack and stuff, but you cannot get hit. Actually, I think if you take any other action, it breaks concentration, right? Something like that?
Something like that, I think. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to allow you to move around and do that sort of thing. But you cannot get hit or else it will break your concentration. Unless you roll a successful con saving throw.
Or like if she casts another spell, then it will break this one.
That happens. That is a bonus action, however, so you can go ahead and make your regular action and movement. I'll tell you what.
I try to burst through and make my way over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And if you want to attack, you can also make a Constitution saving throw to make sure that you're still concentrating. Otherwise, you can hold your attack.
No, I'm not going to attack.
The Bandit Captain actually expends his turn standing back up. It's hard to believe that he has only moved that much. Misku.
Let's try this again.
I think you get 2 attacks. You can roll them both. Unless you have other actions you want to take.
1 second.
You are still rolling with advantage, by the way, because he is flanked.
Ooh.
That's a crit. Double damage. Oh,
I
God.
will take my 22 damage, good sir.
Well, isn't it
Not
more
bad.
because you're still enraged?
Right. So that would be
26?
That's 26.
how's he looking?
Hold on. No, I did that all wrong. I think before he had... He is quite bloodied. He's fucked up pretty bad.
Cool.
You still have one other action. Yeah. That's a hit. So you bring your Tetsubo, is it? Tetsubo?
Yep.
So you bring the Tetsubo down on him and just absolutely, like, fucking pound this dude into the floor. Like, he just hits the ground in a bloody mess of fucking death.
Stay down.
Bandit Captain is down. Antarius. Well, where are you? You alright there, Ahara?
Yeah, I gotta take out in like 5 minutes.
Okay. Gonna do my best to get through this. Antarius draws his long sword. And it's a miss. Gonna push that on. Cyrene.
I think your mic's still muted.
Cyrene? I'm showing her as muted.
That's weird. There we
Sorry.
go.
Sorry. I wasn't able to connect from the net. Alright. So back to here. I'm gonna attack these two guys with my magic missiles.
Okay. So you have 3, right?
Yes.
How are
I'm
we
doing
splitting
it.
that up?
Just 2 on the closer guy and then just 1 moving past him.
The closer guy drops. He is dead. The one next to him. The magic missile strikes him and he reels back in pain. Valfela. Starts cycling around.
So what exactly is poison going to entail anyway? Is he going to be taking damage
Yeah,
on
he's
each
going to be
of his
taking
turn?
1d4 every turn.
Well, the 1d4 was for the for how long it is, but does it say how long poison is?
Well, yeah, the poison's for an hour, but I don't know. I'm calling it at 1d4 because I
Okay,
didn't see a
that's fine.
damage number.
Let me see. Random creature becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours. Yeah.
Okay. So where did I put his? There we go. He's going to make an attack on. Whoops, that is still the wrong weapon. Cancel.
Okay, contact.
That is a hit. is a kill. He drops. We're just cleaning up the mess at this point, or cleaning up the stragglers. Ian Fear, go ahead and prep your turn. I'm going to have his roll his damage real quick. It's 1 damage. I'll look up specific rules for that later.
Yeah, we'll do that another time. That's what I was going to try looking up. But
You're up, Ian
all
Fear.
the points. All right, so since he's dead, I mean, let me see. I think I should have a second. Let me see.
It's a
All
long
right.
combat.
Yeah. So I guess for this guy, I'm going to go ahead and use my Ray of Frost cantrip.
Okay. Can you link it? Critical fail. That's a miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to move out of their way back behind Misku.
Whew. So you're provoking 2 attacks of opportunity. Miss. Hit.
No, it has +2 to the armor.
Oh, that's
Because
right. Miss. Wow, nice. You're able to get out of there. Ahara, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna have the wolf attack. I guess kill that guy that he's been attacking.
Go ahead and roll it.
Does he?
Does he,
Oh, I don't know when I have to command him or whatever.
Oh, just whenever on your turn.
Looks like that bite hits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's down. He drops. Ahara, you can also make your own attacks and stuff.
Gonna take a shot at I guess this guy here.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll it. Yeah, he drops.
26 damage.
Not fully realizing that his that almost all of his mates are down. One of the bandits yells, "The captain's dead! We've got to get out of here!" Just hauling ass.
I say let him go.
Yep. The cart. That's the cart. Cart. I want to grab the
I
cart.
thought,
Not the cart. Not the cart.
isn't
The
he
cart.
kind
Not
of-
her. Okay.
Isn't he kind of, wouldn't that provoke an attack from Antarius thing? Because he
Isn't
was pro.
And web. So yeah, he's
Unless
gonna
we wanna,
roll.
Unless we want to just take him as a prisoner then, since he's all locked up.
He rolls a 13, so he's able to break through the webbing, but he is still prone. Or through the vines, he is still prone. And we come to Tess, who I think has taken a bathroom break. So do we want to... First, do we want to let this guy go? And secondly, do we want to take this other guy as prisoner?
I mean, I say let the other guy go, the one who was running, let him run off. But if this guy, like, if we have any chance to take him prisoner, I say we go for it.
Okay. Then I'm going to call that combat. Is that okay with everyone else?
Yeet.
Word.
All right.
Yeah.
So the other bandit runs off into the woods and vanishes. You can hear the struggling of the other one, and Antarius yells over, "We've got this one!"
Let's save this one for Govan Godbury and his men to ask their questions.
Antarius the card.
Now, we'll also have to see if we can try to find. Let's go through these cabins, see if we can find this famed adventurer.
So in the main tent here, you find the bound and tied and lightly beaten. One moment. Kimrim Godbury. And Smethic Drac.
At least they're still alive.
They are still alive. They are beaten.
I'll flick out one of my knives to cut the ropes off of them to free them up.
Okay, so you free them, and they both stand up and they dust off.
Greetings, Adventurer Godbury. We were sent by your relative in order to rescue you.
Oh, what a relief. I suppose we'll be getting back to town then, to Bunavar.
Indeed. Do you have any information about... Was this like... I don't know. Was this like... Where did they come from?
We were on our way to Bunavar when our caravan was sacked by these men. They easily shot and killed our driver and what few guards we had with us. The rest of our men should be waiting in Bunavar at now. I'd very much like to get back to town and rest. It's been a long day.
Agreed. Let's get you back to Bunavar.
Smethic is quiet. But he follows. So, we headed directly back to town.
I feel so.
Anyone else?
I get a bounce.
Okay. Ahara, I'll keep you with the party. You'll just kind of, be tending to your companion.
Cool.
Okay. And
Thanks for the session, guys.
I'll hit you up in Discord with the details afterward.
Word.
As for the rest of you, are we good to keep going? Do we need to stop?
I gotta go soon. I'm not feeling too good.
Okay. Well, so you guys wheel the carts around and you make your way back down the forest road to Bunavar, where you are greeted by Govan Godbury and a bunch of the townspeople behind him, who were all cheering and kind of carrying on and just making a lot of noise once again. Ahara at this point sees what's going on, and he jumps out of the cart with his companion, and they kind of make their way to a more quiet area. But there's cheering and they're singing, and you overhear one of the bards who is singing a song about the heroes of Bunavar and the heroes of Kimrim Godbury and the saviors of all that mess.
Right. Yeah.
So it seems that the festival has now turned in your favor. The heroes of Bunavar. It kind of has a ring to it. Govan approaches you and he sees that you have the bound and otherwise not very much worse for wear dwarf bandit in tow. And he immediately has his guards arrest the man. You've returned. And with Kimrim and Smethic, no less.
As we promised.
She steps down from the cart where she was sitting, and Kimrim greets him. Seems to be trying to keep her composure. And she says, "We will, after some rest, be ready to set out on the morn." And Govan, no. We need to take time to heal your wounds. Oh, nonsense. This is not the worst scenario that I've been in my long life. So we will set out on the morn as planned. And he says, "Yes, my lady." And you all proceed back to the Citadel. And I think here is about where we're going to want to cut off for the evening, and where we'll pick up next time. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you do, like and subscribe and all of that stuff, and we will see you next time on New Dalancia. As always, this is VG Punks, signing off. Keep a song in your heart.